Big Brother needs you to hide as many avatars belonging to any of your fellow housemates.
Welcome everybody. Welcome back. It's a banger.
Hi guys, welcome. So we all know we have three disruptors in the house, which are Faima, Taki, and Neo, right? Yes, we have 20. There are 23 housemates, 20 like genuine real housemates, then three disruptors. So Big Brother has finally given them their like first major task to disrupt the house. Yeah. So during that session yesterday, Big Brother gave these three disruptors, which are Faima, Taki, and Neo, their first major task to disrupt the house. According to Big Brother, he said they should hide the housemates' avatars. Yeah. So what are these avatars? They have a task. They are preparing for their task for this week. So part of the task was them to like create an image of themselves, like draw an image of themselves, and it's a very big image. So Big Brother told the disruptors, the three disruptors, to hide the avatars. When I heard hide the avatars, I was like, but those avatars are big, like they are super big. How are these housemates going to do this? How are they going to succeed in hiding the avatars? But that's their work. It's left from them to figure it out. So after they left the diary room, the three of them, the disruptors, they already know themselves. So Taki took it upon himself to start the job ASAP. So it took like two avatars, right? It took like two, took it up to the HOH room and hid it under the bed. I think Taki and Faima, right? They took two avatars up to the HOH room and they hid it under the bed. And it was a struggle. Yeah, trust me, it was a struggle because it is so big. Like they struggled to fit it under the bed. Then Neil also did same, but before Neil did as I believe she was just like trying to figure out she is going to like move the avatars, right? Move it from their present position, like to go hide it without the housemates noticing and all that. So Taki was just telling you he did is so according to him, he just like joined his avatar to someone. He just like joined his avatar to someone's own, then moved the two avatar at once. Like when any housemate sees him to look as if okay, he's just like moving his own. Maybe he wants to go and work on it, do something on it and all that. But there is another housemate's avatar attached to his own, right? So he was just explaining that's how he was able to eat his own and he eat it um under the HOH bed and all that. So it was just like suggesting for Neo to go hide as outside in the garden or by the diary room. So he was just like giving her ideas. Just he just needs to. I was like, okay, okay, because when people that gave them the task, I was like, this thing is big. Like it's so big. How are they going to move it without the housemates noticing? I knew it was impossible for these disruptors to move those avatars without the housemate noticing. But thankfully, Taki came up with the idea of joining it together, like taking yours, right? Then taking another person's own. You join together, you move it at once as if you are moving just yours. Then perfect, you just hide it. Then later, the three of them like met Faima, Taki, Neo, they met and they were just like discussing, talking about everything. After hiding, how are we going to bring it out? Like, how are we? Because Big Brother told them that when you hide today, the next day morning, you have to bring it out without the housemates also noticing. Because they are like secret agents in the house. If the housemate notice that, okay, these are the people that eat this thing, they will start suspecting them, putting one or two together, right? So that's why Big Brother told them to like hide it successfully, then bring it back the next day, bring it out the next day successfully. So they were just like thinking, okay, during gym the next morning they will just sneak in the house, then try to bring out the avatar to where they collected it from. I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot, because how are you going to sneak in the house during gym, then bring it back? Won't they see you getting in the house? Because if after the gym session and all that, at the end of the day the housemate found out that the missing avatars are out, they were like, okay, these two people or these three people went in the house during the gym session, so maybe they are the one, right? But they're just like, okay, they just have to sneak in the house. The housemate shouldn't notice that they went in the house to bring out the avatar, blah blah blah, and all that. Big Brother also told them in the diary room that when hiding these avatars, make sure you like add one of yours to it, so that they won't suspect you guys or anything like that. And they took that advice. When hiding the avatars, they took, I think, Neo or Faima, right? I think one of them, they eat theirs also. I said, okay, that's perfect. Like, that's a good one, because nobody is going to suspect you because yours is missing also. I said, that's a good one. That is really a good one. And one of the housemates avatars they eat was Mark Jr. Like, the guy was so pissed. He was so annoyed. At the end of the day, when the housemate found out that some persons' avatars were missing, so they were just like trying to figure out who did that. Like, who? So some of them were even saying the kitchen door was open, so maybe Big Brother sent someone in the house to like steal the avatars or eat the avatars. But others were like, no, if anybody had entered the house through the kitchen door, we would have noticed or something like that. They were just going back and forth about the issue, trying to figure out who did it, why. Margina was even saying that if truly it's a housemate that eats it, that housemate must be stupid. He said, that's stupidity. Why would he do that? Like, why? And on the other hand, they were like, okay, if truly a housemate did this, that means that housemate was accompanied by another housemate, because you can't tell me that just one housemate was able to hide those avatars without anyone noticing. They were like, no, I think there are more than one person and all that. So they were just going on and on. Mark Jr. was really pissed. Like, it was really no, let's not talk about Neo that hid. Yes, Neo Faima. No, I think Neo that hid her own avatar. She was just looking all worried, like complaining, looking all stressed up. I was like, yeah, good. But Taki, on the other hand, right, he was quite nervous. Taki was quite, the guilt was trying to show on his face, but I don't think anybody noticed that. Then at the end of the day, when they were about to sleep, when they were about to go to bed, these housemates took their avatar to their bedside because they don't want no stories, like no stories.
Also put it up. Yeah.
They took their avatars, they were securing it. It was so funny to watch. They were just securing it, taking it to their bedside where they can see. They don't want any stories at all. Any stories at all. So that's just it. Then also let's talk about Yolanda and Papa Ghost. Yeah. If you watch my last video, I talked about where Yolanda, Lerato, Lima, they were all like saying Papa Ghost is controlling, Papa Ghost is this, he wants to be in charge, he wants things to go his way, he wants to be in control. Basically, they were all just like Papa Ghost is controlling, his character is irritating, yada yada yada, and all that, right? Some other persons also complained about Yolanda's character. Even Lima even said she knows Papa Ghost is controlling. He wants things to go his way, that she's kind of like that, right? She has a little bit of that character, wanting things to go her way, but not as much as Papa Ghost. Why? Lerato also said Yolanda is almost like Papa Ghost being controlling, just that she's also like noisy, lads, blah blah blah, and all that. Now Yolanda and Papa Ghost took it upon themselves to have a discussion on that, on the housemate tagging them being controllers and all that. So they were just talking about how the housemate perceive them as being controlling, wanting to be in charge and everything. So they were just like talking about that. They sat down, they were literally discussing about it. So Yolanda was giving instances about just the task where she agreed. Yolanda actually agreed that if she brings an idea, she would want to execute it to the fullest. Like she would want to go all the way through with that idea. And if anybody goes against it, she would definitely pick a fight. She would quarrel and all that. She said that's why she just like withdrew herself, didn't like contribute. She just added one or two where needed, just to like push the group forward positively and all that. And also Papa Ghost also admitted, he was like, yeah, that's him also. If he brings an idea, he would want to see it to the last, like make sure it goes as planned and all that. He was also saying, oh, that's why he didn't come out with like a major idea on the task and all that, that he's just doing one or two contributions here and there, just bringing one or two things to just push the group forward and all that. Now Yolanda was asking him, okay, how do you feel about the housemate seeing you as a controller and all that? He was like, he doesn't see it as anything because that's not his intention. His intention is not to control, not to be in charge. No. So if they see it like that, that's on them. That's not his intention, so he doesn't have to feel any kind of way about it. So they were just going on and on, back and forth, talking about their traits, their similar traits and all that. So that's just the gist I brought to you people about the Big Brother Naija Zanzi housemates. Yes, so please subscribe to my channel, click on the subscribe button, also like, comment and share this video. Thank you.